Hey everybody, Mark Agnesi here for Gibson TV. And today, I'm on Lower Broadway in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Now everyone knows Nashville is the land of honky-tonks, but this place is a little bit different. Originally opened as a Western wear store, it grew to include a kitchen and of course live music. And for the last 8 years has been voted the best honky-tonk on the Strip. Now, if you're one of those multitaskers that wants to listen to traditional country music while drinking a beer, having a fried bologna sandwich, and even shopping for a new pair of cowboy boots, well, this might be your place. Let's go check out Robert's Western World. So I'm here now with Robert's Western World owner, Jesse Lee Jones. Thanks for having us out, man.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
This is such a great place. Obviously, this building's got some history.
It was called Robert's 3 doors down, Robert's Lounge Room. It was called Rhinestone Western Wear. That was the actual Western store.
Yeah.
The first time that I walked in here, there were shirts and hats, and the boots lined both walls, both sides. It was pretty amazing. So I was here during that change. You know, it went from being a store, a boot store, a Western store, into a honky-tonk.
When did music become part of the Roberts experience here?
In '93, end of '93, early '94, Robert just started having live music here. So I remember coming in for the first time. He had an old dinosaur of a PA system, and there was a guy up there singing, and it turned out to be Gary Bennett, who would have become, you know, the front guy with Chuck Mead of Pier 549.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was just sitting over there and watching this. It was the feeling that I had is that it was so wrong. It was so wrong. It was right.
No.
You have to be believable, right? A honky-tonk needs to have a piano.
Of course.
Hello.
Saloon style.
Right.
So does this piano get played, or is this just part of the decoration?
Yes, it does. Sometimes for church service, but we've had bands that have piano players. And if the band really believes in traditional country music, they're not gonna bring in, you know,
Electronic.
an electric.
Yeah.
No, so they play this.
And this fills up the whole room even with the band playing?
Yes, it does. Just out of tune enough.
Enough.
Right, to be country music.
Keep it legit.
Well, the music starts at 11 a.m. and we go to 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 or so, because we have to be closed at 3. So that would be what, 16 hours, 17 hours, 7 days a week.
One night, I got this note from a fan. It's a napkin.
Yeah, bar napkin.
Yeah, you're very good, but what you do, but the majority of the audience doesn't know your songs. They're too old. Let's bring it up 10 years. Come on, man. Are you serious?
This place has changed greatly over the years.
Yes,
There's got to be at least 25 honky-tonks on this strip,
yeah.
and most of them have big celebrity brand names on there. Yet somehow, Robert still gets voted the best honky-tonk on the strip every year, like for the last 8 or 9 years running.
Yeah.
Why is this one still the best?
It's old, traditional, Nashville, old school.
And all of these bars seem to be newer and 3 levels and rooftop bars, and that seems to be the trend here.
Yeah.
Is this place changing, or you got a good thing going here and there doesn't need to be much change?
Well, it'll change over my dead body. This is it. I mean, what you see is what you get. And there's just something to me about that old music that there's none like it. Do what you love to do, because if you're doing what you love to do, it comes across as being real. And that is what's missing a lot with some of these places up and down here, believability.
We got to talk a little bit about the boots. I mean, obviously this was a Western wear store. Is all of this stuff for sale?
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Not anymore. Man, we've had some problems with the boots, unfortunately.
All right, so here's the famous boots. So
Yeah.
what boots go up here now? Do you have, is there a method to the madness here? Or
Not really, just madness.
just,
Yeah, when we start running low on boots, it's not that we sell them, it's that they steal them. And so people take boots away, and When I go, I buy seconds. So in other words, they're like boots with a little defect,
imperfections, yeah.
right? So they don't cost very much. But usually if they're pretty cool boots, people want to buy them.
Yeah.
They just go crazy about it. And
I see a lot of them have some autographs on them and stuff.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
kind of a, when somebody comes by, they might sign a boot?
Yeah, yeah. There's a particular pair right there that's got a lot of signatures on it.
Well, let's talk about you for a little bit. How did a kid from Sao Paulo, Brazil, discover and fall in love with country music? How did that happen?
Well, I've always felt that I was out of place, you know, that it wasn't really my vibe, my thing. I remember there was a time when there was a commercial on TV. It played the national anthem. It had the flag, you know, it's flying so pretty. And it would say, Brazil, love it or leave it. I laughed.
No.
No, I'm not saying I don't love it. I love it. You know, I was born down there. It's a beautiful country. My family's down there. I have a lot of people down there. I have a house down there. But my heart just wasn't in it, man. Just wasn't in it. I just dreamed of this dream of America, you know. I decided that I wanted to be a singer and maybe try to play the guitar. So I picked up a guitar and I learned a song. And to me, back in those days, country roads was as country as I could go. The music that I would learn would be English. Now, check this out. Didn't speak English. Growing up in the 70s, watching, you know, seeing these big Lincoln Continentals, Mark 4 and 5, Trans Ams. Wow. You know what I mean? So I was just fascinated with the whole story. I was fascinated with the music, gospel music, country music as I knew it back then. And I just, you know, you put all of those ingredients together with the fact that you're not happy inside, you're searching for something. There you go.
No.
You create this whole thing. And when Robert decided to sell and said that he was going to do something else, he was done with it. And of course I worked with him and I said, don't do this. Please don't do that. You know, I mean, this is it. I mean, this is our home. And it was home for a lot of people, a lot of people. A lot of the musicians who worked here and workers, they lived with Robert at what they call the mansion on a hill. It wasn't really a mansion, but he paid us $20 a day. And if you worked here as a cook, you got $20 for the day. If you make, you know, tips, then that's good. But I mean, we also, when I first started here, he paid us $15 for 4 hours of music. He said, I want you to pick up from here. Like so many things in my life, it was like an opportunity or a door that opened and you can go through it or not, you know? And I decided to go through it. And it was really difficult, man. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of tears in this place. And so I became the owner of Robert's Western World. My God, who would ever thought of that?
Now, I mean, if you got a packed house down there and you got a packed house up here, like, how many people are you putting in this place when it's... I'm not the fire marshal. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, how many people?
Probably 3 or 350.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of energy.
Yep. Of course, there's one thing that we used to say, hey folks, you know, you better start tipping the band or the fire marshal's gonna come and close this place down.
This place has launched some of Nashville's greatest guitar players.
True.
For sure. I mean, Don Kelly had in
Yes.
his band like every hot Nashville guitar player for like
I
the
mean, you
last
know,
20.
he had, Johnny went on to do great things.
Yeah.
Then he had Guthrie Trapp,
Through Trap,
who went on to do wonderful things.
JD Simo,
Absolutely. Then he had, what was the next
Daniel
guy?
Donato.
Daniel Donato, who's now back here, playing here. He went on to do wonderful things. It's just unbelievable. It's amazing. The guy's well known for all of these musicians who went on to play with big stars or have careers of their own. Well, we forgot the very first one. Brent Mason.
Oh, Brent.
Hello.
You know, guitarist
Hello.
of the year.
Exactly.
However many times he's
He
won
too
that.
was with Don Kelly.
No.
So
Unbelievable.
So these guys all came out of here. You know, one thing that I've learned is just be yourself, just do what you love to do. And hopefully that will be appealing to other people. You know, I do the things that I love to do. And that's why I love this place so much, because it's become part of me. It's special because it's home.
For more history on Robert's Western World or to check out their upcoming schedule of performances, check them out online at robertswesternworld.com. That does it for me. I'm Mark Agnesi. I'll see you guys again next time from another iconic music destination on the next episode of The Scene. Peace.